You know both of them well. You must know what happened. Exacerbated. Okay. Did they fight about work? Okay. Something to do with the construction of the lighthouse. Don't know. Something to do with his disability? Yes. Okay. Something to do with the workers? No. Okay, so it's a disability. Will Gobon ever tell me about it? No. Okay. Is there anybody else who knows what happened? Don't know. Okay. Could the quartermaster tell me about the accident? No. Okay. Could Dargon tell me more? Or Darag? Thanks for everything. Is there anything I can do for you? No. Okay. Tannen told me about you and Berg. Why aren't you drinking together anymore? Drug? I need you to be more precise. Do you know what happened to Berg? Yes. Did something happen recently? No. So was something in his past? What can I learn more about what happened? You don't know how to answer that. Will Tagan tell me more? No. So I assume I can learn more outside the horns. Can you point me in the right direction? You need something to write. Oh, he literally marked the place on the map. Okay, it would be nice if he had a piece of paper in his hand during that moment instead of just miming the writing. So where is this? Oh my gosh, all the way up there. Okay. Carnation to remember. One of the keepers gave me those flowers, said it was a gesture of solidarity with your group.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration?
Not what he wanted to convey, I assume.
Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
I think you're overreacting. I didn't know, so maybe he didn't either.
I don't care about his motivation. What you have in your hand is a very bad omen. Take those flowers away. Burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them.
Okay. I brought you here.
Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Beatrice. As for me and Cole, well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit.
We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Collar's locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
Right. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road.
We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well, that was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters.
Then more and more caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day. In the end, taking that route meant certain death.
What happened to you, to the tavern?
The same thing that will happen to every place on this godforsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold. But well, that changed. Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day.
So you decided to leave.
That was always our plan. Col and I never wanted to stay there forever. Beatrice and Cole from the village of Ree, that wasn't us.
Your parents stayed?
Yeah. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for.
What about the others from your group?
Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Ree could be one of those places by now. There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved.
When did you arrive here?
2 or 3 weeks ago. Things were starting to get difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed and more worries to deal with. It's not easy. Be careful out there.
Okay. Well, that's all the quests down there done. Let's make our way back up. Tell this guy we'd repair the docks.
Ah, that's you. Do you need something?
I saw the house for sale in the village.
Ah, yes, that old house. That place has been empty for years. The story goes, the last owner, Keeper Galen, threw himself into the sea one stormy night. Some folks whisper of curses or restless spirits, but I say it's just talk. The captain put it up for sale ages ago, but no one's had the guts or sense, if you ask me, to take it. If you're thinking of buying it, go for it. Make it your home. Every house deserves someone to fill it with life again.
I still don't understand why you decided to take this post.
Well, the thing is, I've always liked the village and the veterans living here. When you go to the tavern, they'd always share a drink and a story with you. Some of them could be real dicks. Take Tadkin, for example. But all in all, it's always been a nice place to visit. So, when the opportunity came up, I figured, why not? But the moment I took this post, I stopped being Tiernan the drinking buddy and turned into their punching bag. It's just demands, demands, demands. And when I don't meet them immediately, they start yelling and calling me names. Now I get what people mean when they say, be careful what you wish for.
But why were you the one ordered to fix things around here?
Because clearly, I was the best man for the job. A man with a bad leg. Perfect for running around fixing things, right? I wanted to be a builder. Big things, lighthouses, bridges. But Dara took one look at me and thought, maybe not the guy who lives like a drunk on ice. So they found me something else. Repairs. Patching up what's already standing. Not quite what I dreamed of. But hey, at least nothing I work on is tall enough to kill me if I fall off. Well, unless you count that one time I got too ambitious. Turns out, hanging tapestries isn't as harmless as it sounds.
Has anything else happened recently?
No, not really. Fortunately.
Well, I fixed the deck.
You did? I thought I heard some hammering. Oh, well, thank you for that. Truly. One less thing to worry about, right? Here, I put aside some money from my budget. You've earned it. And you have my gratitude.
Do you need my help with anything else?
I'd ask you to fix the refugee barracks, but, well, there's no budget for making people's lives slightly less miserable. We'd have to do with something less spectacular. There are two places around here that could use some fixing up. First, there's the old gate. It used to be a proud marker for our territory, but now it's more of a sorry welcome sign. Then, there's the monument to the sea creature. It's been weathered down by the salty breeze, and honestly, it's starting to look less monumental and more pathetic. If you could restore them, it would do wonders for morale, and maybe even impress Fergus. What do you say?
I'm in.
Ah, that's the spirit. I knew I could count on you. Once those are back in shape, this place might start looking like it's cared for again. Ah. No. Please.
More wood? I mean, sure. I have unlimited wood. Oops. There, I'm just gonna give myself 100. Because I am assuming the statue will also need some. Ooh, that looks much nicer. Okay.
Be careful out there.
How are you supposed to get the amount of wood needed for this? Normally. Because that's so much.
My poor Morris. I hope he's surviving out there. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we? What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart.
What happened with that boy you mentioned?
Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the road keeper, and now poor Cole's locked up in a cage. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were their age.
I'm not a refugee. I just have some business in the keep.
I'm sorry, dear. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm still not used to all this. You see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there, working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with my beloved in the evenings. We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it?
Avalon is a harsh land.
That's what people say, but I never agreed. I weathered many storms with my Morris, coming out stronger each time. Avalon taught us to cherish the little joys of our everyday life. Without those lessons, we wouldn't have survived what happened to our village.
What happened to you?
Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorizing the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she'd brand some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris used to be a skilled tanner. I guess that's why she picked him.
It's a brutal but efficient way of recruitment.
It is, isn't it? Kate is nothing if not resourceful. It's a shame she doesn't put that talent into helping people instead of hurting them.
Where's your husband now?
I don't know. The keeper at the gate turned Morris away because of the brand on his face. I would have left with him, but I was sick and exhausted from the journey, so I promised to join him when I got better. Except now, I've no idea where to find him.
Do you know where he might have gone?
No. He only promised that he'd find somewhere safe, but I'm not sure if there is any such place left in the south.
I'll keep an eye out for your husband.
Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. Please, let me know as soon as you learn anything.
So what is it like living here?
At first, it wasn't so bad. But now it gets worse every day. We just sit around here, doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, we have food, we have a roof over our heads, and we're grateful for that. But no one trusts us enough to let us do any work. None of us wants to be a freeloader, as they call us. I wouldn't mind a task or two to earn my keep and to take my mind off my troubles. I might not be all hale and hearty, but I've still got two good hands, which is more than you can say about some of the codgers living here.
I heard all of you had a strange dream some time ago.
A dream? Ah, yes. There was one, but I don't quite remember what it was about. I'm sorry, dear. Be careful out there, love.
Okay.
Each day feels heavier.
Parsley.
You need something?
I've already told you I'm not going anywhere. If you want something from me, then... Oh. I don't know you. I'm Dugald. You're not one of us. And you're not local either.
You could have chosen a better time to come here. Kind of poor ambience, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least we have a roof over our heads.
How do you end up here?
My boy Frank and I came here with the others. We left our village because... we had to. Well, I had to. But Frank is a good lad, so he came with me. I took him in, you know?
Found the poor sod at the mill, sleeping in the hay. He was chilled to the bone back then, but I could tell he'd be a strong lad once he thawed out. He used to help out on the farm.
Do you know where he comes from?
He's young, but he already has a couple of tattoos. Tribal ones. Means he must have been cast out of the Del Rita.
At first, the people in our village gave him dirty looks. But then they realized he wasn't a bandit.
He was a good, hard-working kid. Then they started to treat him as one of their own.
Did he tell you why he was cast out?
Frank is a quiet boy, and he doesn't talk much about himself. I feel like those days with the Reader are long buried for him. Almost like he never lived them.
And where are you from?
Roscree. Few shacks and a small field of grain. I was a miller back there. My daughter married a good, hard-working man. Eventually, I gave them the mill.
Still helped around, but wanted to let the young folks learn how to work there.
Then this kid, Frank, came along. Everything seemed to be going pretty well.
Something happened.
Of course, something happened. Life here can't just be bearable. Oh no. Everything has to get screwed up somehow. That's the way it goes in this cursed land. My dear Trina and her bairn. They got caught by a weird beast. I started to hit the bottle and finally, my son-in-law kicked me out. I left Roscree. And so did Fran. He says he has some kind of life debt. And he won't leave me alone until one of us drops dead.
Would you like to go back to Roscree?
No. Nothing to go back to. Although it's hard to get used to something different when you've been sitting on your ass in one place for your whole life. I didn't expect to become a vagabond in my old age.
How's life here?
To be honest, I'm a bit confused about what's going on. Usually it was me who yelled at everyone, and now I feel like a drudge. And this nasty thing with Coll. Poor lad. Shouldn't have ended like that. He and Beatrice got along very well. Let me tell you something. When I saw all these wrinklies around here, I thought this place would suit me. But then all this shit happened. I suspect we won't stay here long.
I heard all of you had a strange dream.
What? Yes. People are making a fuss over nothing. A dream is just a dream. No need to dwell on it.
You've come to put me in the cage.
What?
Sorry. Just a bit of grim humor. You know, about what's been happening here. Such a mess, isn't it? Cola's all right, and Beatrice, what a shame. Such a fine girl. Anyway, I'm Ellis. Nice to meet you. What do you need?
About that dream.
Aye, there was a dream. Strangest bloody thing out of all the strange shite I've seen. When we woke up, we realised that every one of us had a weird night. I was out in the wild. I had this feeling like something was chasing me. But it was Coll who really had it rough. Poor sod was moping around afterwards like he'd been hit by a sack of bricks.
Something about him changed.
Yes and no, to be honest. See, Coll has always been quick to anger, especially when things went sour. And back then, an awful lot of things were going to shite. But this time, I don't know. It felt different. He didn't even bother chatting with Beatrice. Normally, they're a good couple. A real match, if you ask me.
Did Cole tell you what that was about?
No, he didn't talk to me or anyone else in the group. Guess he didn't want us to worry. Especially his lass.
That night, when you had the strange dream, you were on night watch, weren't you?
Right. I admitted to them that I'd fallen asleep. My eyelids felt like they weighed a ton, and before I knew it, I was out. Maybe it's stupid, but I had this strange feeling, like something was inviting me into that dream of me. Don't ask me why. Feels mad just talking about it now, but, well, we were all dead tired, so it's probably just that.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Ellis. Goldsmithing is my life and passion.
Oh.
And between you and me, I feel like I'm losing my mind without it. When I hold tools and make beautiful things, it feels like I can bring some light into this wretched world. I wish I was somewhere where I could just do some goldsmithing, but I'm a bit scared. So, here I am, sitting on my ass in some village listening to waves and the screams of seagulls and old men. Nothing to write home about, even if I still had one.
What were you doing before you joined the other refugees?
I was working as a goldsmith in a group of, let's call them business people. I was once traveling with a caravan that got attacked by him. Their chief was a smart guy. The moment he heard I was a goldsmith, he knew what to do with me. He got me converting all the jewelry they stole into new pieces. Do you want to hear what I did once?
You work with bandits?
Ah, come on. They were just people. They treated me well and respected my work. Everyone thinks that every bandit is a heartless murderer.
So what do you do?
We went to Timberwall. The gang wanted to rob some merchant's house. We holed up in a seedy tavern and waited for the right moment. Then, one night they broke in. Came back with a whole load of trinkets. Beautiful stuff. The moment I saw it all, I instantly knew what I wanted to craft. They gave me a couple of days. I tinkered for a bit, and then, ta-da! Brand new merchandise. After I was finished, I dressed myself all nice, went to that merchant's house and went, "Good morning, kind sir. I'm a goldsmith. My work is renowned in all of Camelot. Would you be interested in what I have to offer?" You know what he said? Of course I would. That nonce bought the entire lot, even though I inflated the prices like a street peddler. And when I came back, the others couldn't believe their eyes. I thought I was gonna keel over. I miss that.
Still
Okay.
here, still breathing. Thought I'd be alone today.
Something happened. Frang listens.
You remember the dream?
Frang doesn't know dream. Frang calls them visions. And yes, Frang had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded by wolves. They were no aggressive, so Frang felt no fear. It was they who feared Frang. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I didn't reach the end. The vision stopped. Now, Frang waits for the next one, to see what's ahead.
You're not from here, are you?
I'm not from anywhere. Frang is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald. I owe him a life debt.
You're from Dalriata?
Frang was never a Dalrida. Not without a name. Without a name, you are nobody in the tribe. Like me. And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Frang. Frang. A name, and not a name.
What happened?
Nothing happened to Frang. A stray, taken in by a miller. That's all.
Would you like to be a Dalriata?
Frang cannot be a Dalriada. His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. That is why he's not of the tribes.
You know a Dalriata named Conjure?
Conquer. Wolf. Strong. Important name. Not seen in the south for a long time. Must be dead.
What do you think of the Horns of the South?
A place without a leader. As I see it, I will finally fall apart. One way or another.
How do you know?
There are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leadership. And it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names mean as much as Frang's. Which is to say, nothing.
And what about the people who came here with you?
Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home. But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis. He's funny. I like him. Rawson. I know nothing about her. And Dugald. A man who became Frang's father. He has my gratitude.
How about the people living here?
Don't bother.
Have you met the keepers before?
Frang never met the keepers. But The unnamed boy did. Once, a few of them, many years ago, we fought. The unnamed boy survived even though he showed fear. Shouldn't do that.
Why did the unnamed boy fight with the keeper?
The keepers approached the camp of the boy's people. But that past does not belong to Frang. I'm Frang.
Okay. None of that was useful. Thank you.
Each day feels heavier. Just passing through.
Yo, I repaired the thing for you.
Ah, that's you.
Yep. I repaired the gate and monument.
I know. The gate's standing proud again. And that monument. Well, it actually looks like something worth remembering now. Folks around here might not say much, but they'll notice. A place that looks cared for makes people care more in return. Good work. If I had a medal to give, I'd pin it on you myself. Maybe Fergus will even crack a smile. Or at least grunt in approval. That's about as good as praise gets from him. Either way, you've done well. If something else comes up, I'll let you know.
Cool.
Ah. No. See you around.
200 XP, not bad. Is there experience over here? No. Okay. I talked to your father. Seems you two are in conflict.
It's no secret. He's just an old, bitter man who hates the entire world. And I'm a part of it, so, well, it is what it is. That's all.
Your father told me a story about his friend who died on a mission.
He told that tale about the tunnels more times than I can count. To anyone who'll listen. But these days, it seems nobody does anymore. I've heard it plenty of times already, believe me. To him, those old friends of his were everything. They meant more than his own son, that's for sure. He'd go on and on about it. If I'd been there, if I'd gone with him, he won't let it go. Sometimes I think that if Fergus had let him go into those tunnels and meet the same end as his brothers, he might have found his peace. Or at least quit drinking. Stay out of trouble.
So nothing from you. Read. Ron gave me a document and said that Seaball should be dead. I can return to the keeper. Let's start turning in quests now that we're done with a lot of them. Hi.
You're back. Hi.
I've got the documents. You were right. There were no problems.
I told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay well.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Yes? What's the matter, my friend?
Well, you're dead.
You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh. Oh, you're serious. I understand. For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me?
I have a passenger inside me who must have wanted to help.
Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time.
Next time? No. Please, move on to the next life. Is there anything worth seeing here?
Not exactly. You've already been to Ron's tavern, so you've seen one. But since we're mates now, I suppose I can tell you about something. Listen closely. A few of us had a little gambling ring. Not to brag, but I was quite good at it. The winnings aren't much use to me anymore, so if you're interested, I'll tell you where I stashed them. Here. Just mind the waves.
Cool. Who else do you play with?
Ooh, Ern, Armand, and Richt. Haven't seen them in a long while, so I've no clue what they're up to now. But I'd wager they've got their own stashes hidden somewhere too. Cunning bastards.
Did you like your time as a keeper?
Oh, yes. Great place, great people. And before I became a keeper, let me put it this way. I've done a lot more for a lot less. Here, you can always have a meal and some kind of shelter above your head. And that's something, isn't it? Sure, you can make more gold as a leader, but that comes with much more responsibility, my friend. Go on then. Fortune favors the bold. Or so they say.
Okay. Oh, it was right there. Huh. I should go down and get that. Yeah. And then we'll teleport back up here. I have a feeling I got this already, but we'll see. I was right here. Keeper's Cape. Oh. Oh, that's too much. Increase armor by 1 for 60 seconds. Knife plus 5. Plus 5? What a waste of materials. What's the deal with you and Heffen?
Sweet all-mother, is he still whining about that contract? I want it fair and square. My offer was simply better, and Heffen's crap at negotiating. Besides, if you ask me, it's all just posturing. He might have lost the contract for his family, but for him, it was a clear win.
What was that contract anyway?
Trading with the Keep in an official capacity. It means I don't just run this stand, I also handle orders from the captain and the quartermaster. It's a good deal, I won't lie, but it requires a lot of running around. I don't have time to twiddle my thumbs and make nice with the locals like Heffen does.
How was that a win for Heffen?
Look, Heffen may seem dim, but he's a sly bastard. I'm not saying he lost on purpose, because I doubt that. But he didn't have to slink back to Connacht with his tail between his legs. He's got his little stall in the village, and he lords over it like a bloody king. Grouch that he is, he fits right in with the rest of those old codgers. Plus, he got his family off his back. All in all, I'd say he's doing quite well for himself.
Okay. Wait, what? Mining, lumbering, and fishing. Oh, I have the shovel equipped. I was like, where's my shovel? Oh, you got put in the stocks.
You're the reason they put me here. You just wait until they let me out. I'll beat you so hard your own mother won't recognize you. Come a little closer, so I can spit in your face.
A drunk keeper guarding the gate? You did this to yourself.
Nobody asked your opinion. I drink 'cause I want to. I drink 'cause guarding that empty gate is the most boring shit in the world. What's it to you, anyway, huh? Maybe I was drunk, but the gate was guarded. It's not your damn pin, I wouldn't even let you in. But all is not lost. We can still be friends. Listen, just pour something delicious down my throat, huh? And I'll forget this insult. I'm not guarding the gate right this second now.
Bro?
There's nothing wrong with having a little sip, right? Come on, don't be like that. Just a drop. That's all I ask.
Forget the booze. Preferably forever. You've already drunk enough for a lifetime.
Aye, that's for me to decide. If you don't even want to help me with such a tiny thing, then get out of my sight. Me a throw bars to the bone, you grateful bastard.
Okay. No new bounties? Alright.
Please, state your business.
I got things to turn in.
Incredible. You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook.
I killed it.
I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The brook is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Uh-huh. Here's some more bounty.
Oh, I hope they did.
Leader, I took care of Fingerless Comb.
That's the carcass of Fingerless Comb, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Go chop off some heads.
Okay. 1,000 XP for that? Damn. Okay. Okay, that did not increase my my meter by a lot. That's unfortunate. Okay, so it's all up there now.
I like it when things are quiet.
I made the armor base on your notes.
Well, now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work, and you didn't skimp on the details. You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
New quest, festering armor. What do I need for this? Blood clot. Oh yeah, let's grab the mask. Oh man, I need so many blood clots. Okay. Well, if anything, we're gonna make some arrows, I suppose. Oh. Bleed, chill, and burn. I guess bleed then. Yep, just make it all. And then we have burn, I suppose. And then we can make it with that. There you go. Level 53 handcrafting. It's not bad. Upgrade. We can't upgrade weapons, but we can upgrade these. Increase spell power by 11%. Okay, so both of these are the same. Let's make that. What? Why can't I upgrade it? Oh, meteorite ore, sharpening stone, and the leather. So I'm guessing I don't have any of those. $500 just have a relic? Oh my god, no. And I need meteorite ore and a sharpening stone here. Can I not make a sharpening stone? I can't. How much are sharpening stones? 500 gold pieces? Are you out of your mind? Jesus Christ. There. Do I have critical chance instead of weak spot? I think crit is better. Yeah, let's just sell these. We don't need them. And now, roots of knowledge, irrational hatred, all along the watchtower. Let's turn in irrational hatred first.
Keep your head down. There you are.
Yep, here you go.
A mask? Eh? Are you sure? Ah, whatever, sod it. Now they'll get what's coming to them, damn rascals. You can go now.
I think you're forgetting something.
You're right. Here, take this. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds once and for all. Are you ready for the next step in our fight against the flying, shitting enemy?
What can I do?
That's the spirit. In a war like this, every ally counts. Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few and set them up in some strategic spots, like this one. And those flying pests will surely get caught. We need to work smart.
Don't you think this whole campaign has gone too far?
Never. As long as I live and can do something, I'll keep fighting.
Okay, I'll get to work.
Go on then, and fight against the flying vermin.
Great. Did this thing grow? Look at that, it did. Here, what grew out from your seed?
Not bad. Listen, how about we grow something bigger?
Bigger how?
Size-wise. How else?
Nod.
Good. Now pay attention, because I won't say this twice. You're going to get us some pumpkin seeds.
Where can I find them?
I don't know. Find a farm. Ask some farmers. Do you need everything spelled out for you?
Great.
Seed, leftover fish, crumbs of everyday life. I want some good seed. I'd love some good seed. Not bad seed and fish bones, bitter. Ugh, nasty. How much fish can you eat? Want good seed. Go away. Go, stupid human. Go. Why humans still here? Shoo, shoo, shoo.
You can talk?
Oh, no. Not another one. Listen, did you perhaps drink some weird concoction lately?
Actually, I did drink a potion with unspecified effects.
Human-Heber, I see. I know it must be an entirely new situation for you. If you're feeling hot flashes, you should just lie down. Try to sleep. There, calm down. It'll all be better soon. Damned human.
What are you doing here?
Pecking, clucking. What else am I supposed to be? Pardon me, Avalonian. Quacking doing. If you want an egg, don't ask me. I'm not one of those henhouse floozies.
Oh.
Now get lost.
You're not one of those what?
I'm not sure if I should. Ugh, whatever. I'm Muriel, a four-dweller covert agent among the humans.
Oh,
Though
okay.
I've nobody left to report to. My bosses stopped contacting me a long time ago.
You're a four-dweller?
No, I've been a chicken for over 600 years. Damn, you're really dim, aren't you?
What was your mission?
Observe, learn, and forward intel. Spy, basically.
And what have you learned from your observation?
You're sad, bitter, impulsive, short-sighted, petty, and you have a penchant for self-destruction. Oh, yes. And everything you touch, no matter how good, eventually turns into shit. And then you wonder why everything around you has lost all meaning. I could go on and on, but I won't. Although, perhaps that is exactly what made you seem so alluring to us.
Oh.
Well, one of the many bad decisions made by the Four Dwellers. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Now go away!
Okay. Right. I can't talk to these ones. Even weird. So weird. All right, we're out of here. The last voyage. I want to find clues about Andraste's location. I should look for it in the logbook in the museum at the Horns. Okay. What time is it? Okay. Wow. That is really late. Okay. Well, that is going to be it for me for right now, though. We are going to continue playing this next time, guys. It is really fun. It's literally Skyrim, but like with all the mods already installed. And I love it. Yeah, so it's fun. And I love the whole gothic dark theme of this entire game. Very spooky, very nice. I will continue playing it next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.